Hello everyone, welcome to Mind Course. Today we are going to delve into the history of Ukraine, a country with a rich and complex past that has been shaped by centuries of political, cultural, and social changes. From the ancient Scythians to the modern-day conflict with Russia, Ukraine has a history that is both fascinating and tragic. Let's start. Ukraine is a country with a rich and complex history, shaped by centuries of political, cultural, and social changes. The earliest known inhabitants of Ukraine were the Scythians, a nomadic people who inhabited the region around 700 BCE. Over the centuries, Ukraine has been home to various tribes, including the Goths, Huns, and Bulgars, before the arrival of the Slavic tribes in the 5th century. The Kievan Rus. In the 9th century, the Slavic tribes of Ukraine came together to form the Kievan Rus, a powerful medieval state that stretched from the Black Sea to the Baltic. The Kievan Rus was a center of trade, culture, and learning, and it was ruled by a series of powerful princes who established Kiev as the capital city. During this time, Ukraine was heavily influenced by the Byzantine Empire, which introduced Christianity to the region. The Kievan Rus reached its peak in the 11th and 12th centuries under the rule of Yaroslav the Wise, who oversaw a period of cultural and economic growth. Mongol invasion. However, in the 13th century, the Kievan Rus was invaded by the Mongols, who destroyed many of its cities and weakened its political power. The Mongols ruled Ukraine for over 2 centuries, and during this time, the region was divided into a series of smaller principalities. Polish-Lithuanian Commonwealth. In the 14th century, Ukraine came under the rule of the Polish-Lithuanian Commonwealth, which brought about a period of cultural and economic growth. However, the Commonwealth also brought about the oppression of the Ukrainian people, who were often treated as second-class citizens. Cossack period. In the 16th century, the Cossacks emerged as a powerful military force in Ukraine, and they played a crucial role in the fight against the Polish-Lithuanian Commonwealth. The Cossacks were known for their fierce independence and their strong sense of Ukrainian identity. In the 17th century, Ukraine came under the rule of the Russian Empire, and the Cossacks played a key role in the fight against Russian oppression. The most famous Cossack leader was Bohdan Khmelnytsky, who led a rebellion against the Polish-Lithuanian Commonwealth in 1648. Soviet Union era. In the 20th century, Ukraine became part of the Soviet Union, and it was heavily industrialized and urbanized during this time. However, the Soviet Union also brought about a period of oppression and repression, and many Ukrainians were killed or imprisoned for speaking out against the government. During World War II, Ukraine was invaded by Nazi Germany, and over 5 million Ukrainians were killed, including many Jews who were killed in the Holocaust. After the war, Ukraine became a republic of the Soviet Union, but there were many political and social changes in the region. Independence. In 1991, Ukraine gained independence from the Soviet Union, and it became a democratic republic. Since then, Ukraine has been working to establish a strong economy, strengthen its political institutions, and establish a sense of national identity. In recent years, Ukraine has been in the news for its ongoing conflict with Russia, which annexed the Crimean Peninsula in 2014 and has been supporting separatist rebels in eastern Ukraine. The conflict has had a significant impact on the country, and many Ukrainians continue to fight for their sovereignty and independence. The history of Ukraine is a long and complex one, filled with periods of prosperity and oppression. Despite the challenges that Ukraine has faced throughout its history, its people have remained resilient, proud, and determined to build a better future for themselves and their country. Ukraine has a rich cultural heritage, with traditions in music, dance, literature, and art that have influenced the world. In recent years, Ukraine has been working towards establishing a strong economy, strengthening its political institutions, and building a sense of national identity. The country's ongoing conflict with Russia over Crimea and the eastern regions has tested the resolve of the Ukrainian people, but they continue to fight for their sovereignty and independence. Thank you for joining me today as we explored the history of Ukraine. I hope you found this video informative and insightful. If you have any questions or comments, please leave them below. Don't forget to subscribe to MindCourse for more interesting and educational content.